ElectriQ eiQ-32M4K144FS 32-inch 4K HDMI 2.1 Gaming Monitor Review. The ElectriQ eiQ-32M4K144FS is a versatile 4K HDMI 2.1 monitor. However, you should be able to overlook its weaknesses to appreciate the strengths of this budget monitor. The ElectriQ eiQ thinks it feels very cheap to the touch. It is a dirt cheap HDMI 2.1 monitor, so there's bound to be some cost cutting, but it's only as crappy as you imagine. With minimal bezels and a slim rear with a thin strip of RGB lighting, this is a compact yet sturdy design. ElectriQ's monitor fell within dimensions that you anticipate of 28 by 16.6 by 8.2 inches, and the stand was an easy install with no tools required. However, it remained basic in terms of ergonomics with no rotation or height alteration options. The monitor can be directly mounted to a common desktop frame with VESA 100 by 100 mounting. If you have a heart for plastic that is transported halfway around the world, you should take this place's plastic for granted. It's hidden underneath the pretense of a high-end surface. The spec sheet lists all the specifications necessary for a 32-inch IPS screen with a 4K resolution, a 144 Hz refresh rate, HDR 400 and a 7 milliseconds response time. But, in something so inexpensive, you may be a little suspicious that this computer monitor is actually as good as it seems. Install night modes on your devices if you're using the screens improperly in the night. Be careful with your system's power supply, since the screen has a built-in fan that's rather obtrusive at low volumes. Basically, this eiQ-32M4K144FS is not terrific, but that is the price you pay. This is a productive big screen for daytime usage and game console play during the night. On this screen, you will see two HDMI ports that allow for up to a full 48 gigabits per second bandwidth, two DisplayPort 1.4 ports, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a power source. USB port missing KVM switch are impediments to afferent. It is surprising as one of the few approaches ElectriQ undertook to cut down the price of a new monitor all the way to the present level. The unbelievable thing, nonetheless, was some of the bizarre network difficulties we encountered. Let me be clear, direct connections between a device and the display are reliable. Introducing a docking station into the mix is when issues started to occur. You will always feel baffled about using one row of buttons for a user interface that is multidirectional. The menu items are displayed intuitively enough if you read the documentation to be able to understand the more technical vocabulary used in the settings. But the button mapping is strange, to the point that you will sometimes accidentally turn off the display. The backlight bleed is obvious during pitch-black scenes, the I/O confusion forces you to unplug the docking stations you use, and that annoying cooling fan is an annoyance during quiet periods.